Big breaking update now coming in. This is with regards to the tensions that continue to escalate between India and Canada over Hardeep Singh Nijjar's death. Canadian Foreign Minister Melanie Joly has now said that Indian agents were involved in killing of Nijjar. Our job is to protect Canadians and we stand by all the allegations that a Canadian was killed on Canadian soil by Indian agents, to which Indian High Commissioner Sanjay Kumar Verma has given out a rebuttal to Canada, saying, and I'm going to quote a few of his lines here, that my concern is national security threats emanating from the land of Canada. These threats are largely emanating from the Canadian sections.
Canada's position has always been clear. Our job is to protect Canadians, and we stand by the allegations that a Canadian was killed on Canadian soil by Indian agents. Now, the investigation by the RCMP is being done. I won't further comment, and no other officials from our government will further comment. What I'm telling, though, on the question of the relationship with India is I think that it's always better when diplomacy remains in private, and Canada will continue to stand by first protecting Canadians, making sure that we also protect our sovereignty, and in the end, also we need to protect our rule of law.
A lot of discussions at the government level, both sides, is happening, and through the diplomatic channels. These channels are not open to public, and these diplomatic channels are trying to find solutions and resolutions to the issues of concern on both sides. And the way in which it is moving, I think it will come to both sides to see the virtue of resolving the issues, satisfying the concerns of both sides. As far as I'm concerned, my concern is national security threats emanating from the land of Canada. These threats are largely emanating from the Canadian citizens.
We have CNN News 18's Abhishek Jha back with us on the broadcast. Abhishek, no word on the list of gangsters, no word about why no evidences have been submitted. Another day, another big claim about only investigations going on.
Well, of course, this is what the Canadian rhetoric has been all along in the last 10 months or so, ever since Hardeep Singh Nijjar was killed in June last year. And the blame that the Canadian Prime Minister has put on India for killing or being involved in the killing, there has not been any substance or any evidence that the Indian government has been shared or the intelligence input that the Canadian authorities have shared with the Indian government. Even now, Melanie Joly, the Minister of Foreign Affairs for Canada, has said that Indian agents were involved in the killing of Nijjar, but she hasn't said what kind of proof they have, what kind of evidences they have. They have arrested 3 Indians, but they are largely, these 3 students were on the student visa, and they could be anywhere. They could be part of a gangster or part of any crime syndicate. Involvement of Indian agents is a big allegation that Canada has been making against India without any substance adding or backing to that. Now, the Indian High Commissioner in Ottawa, he has said that threat emanating from Canadian soil, emanating by the Canadian citizens against India is something that is a red line for India, is a national security threat, and India will not take it silently and sitting back. And these issues needs to be discussed. Though both sides, Melanie Joly and we saw Indian High Commissioner also saying that the 2 sides have been engaged diplomatically, and those channels are not open to public, so we don't know exactly what is transpiring between the 2 sides. But the 2 sides are deeply engaged with each other to mutually resolve the differences and move ahead on the path of multiple aspects of bilateral relationship.
Definitely, Abhishek. Thank you so much for breaking that down to our viewers. We'll keep coming back to you for more development. It will be interesting to see how the Indian government is going to give a response to the claims made by FM of Canada, Melanie Joly's remark about investigation going on, but yet no proof has been submitted from their side. Time to slip into a very short commercial break here on CNN News 18. Stay with us. We'll come right back.